Test 1, 2. Here we go. It's working. Let's get our friends. Good morning, everybody. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon. Depends on where you're watching from today. But Dante here, as always, glad to be back with you guys. Excited to start Monday. As you all know, how we start the week is typically how we finish the week. So let's make sure we have a great week here and let's start it off today, right here, right now. If anybody has any questions, I'd love to get right into those. I don't think we have any new challengers with us yet, so we can skip the intro and we can get right down to doing big things. For Anita, I think you have one because I did. Yeah, there it is, right on time. Let's get started with Vernita. If anybody else has a question they would like to ask, please just raise your hand in Zoom. That just lets me know you have a question, something you would like to talk about. Excuse me. If you need to raise your hand in Zoom, it's quite simple. At the very bottom of Zoom, you'll see a heart. I got you, Vernita. At the very bottom of Zoom, you'll see a heart that says react. If you click that heart, a little pop-up shows up, and there'll be a physical button that says raise hand. Go ahead and click that button, raise your hand, and we will get right into it. All right, Vernita, there it is, right on time. Let's get cracking. How can I help today?
Hey Dante, and hi everyone. I think I have more of a technical OFA challenge, which is what happens after your 30 days. So I actually started the week of August 11th. So I'm not clear on, do I keep coming? Am I supposed to pay an additional $100 if I want to continue?
Nice, great question. This is super simple, Vernita. After your 30 days, so you started September 11th, you get this entire week. We're uh uh wait, sorry, you started when?
August 11th.
August 11th. Yes. You're still going to get this entire week inside of OFA VIP. After that, link changes, you lose access, but if you want to come back, you just do another $100, you get another 30 days. Very, very common people do this.
Okay, okay. And then I feel like I will have questions, but I'm gonna get back in the queue.
Cool. That sounds great.
All right, thank you.
You got it, Vernita. All right, John, let's hop over to John. I always get to you so late, John. Let's get it right away. How can I help today, my friend? He's not even ready. He's like, I was expecting to wait a little bit. Went and got some more breakfast.
Yeah,
I can ask one thing,
Sure.
which is just the embedded videos.
Yes.
I had the YouTube links in my videos and they're on autoplay.
Uh-huh.
Trey suggested having an embedded video. And when I looked it up, there seemed to be a way to embed it from YouTube, but I wasn't clear.
Oh, fun question. Okay, let me show you exactly. John, 2 seconds, and then we'll get right into your question.
yeah, no problem. Take your time.
Great. All right. Can you see my screen now?
Yeah, yeah.
Great. So here's the YouTube video. This is our stream right now, but go to any video, click share. You'll have multiple options. You're looking for embed, boom, gives you the code. We copy that code. Now we can hop over to our ClickFunnels account and let's just hop down in here for the example. Here we go. All right, so now once you hop into the funnel itself, edit. All right, great. We're going to add an element. And when you're embedding, the element you're looking for is your HTML. If you guys didn't notice, I just want to point this out. Every time you click your add element button, your search is already enabled. I'm not clicking search. I'm not doing anything, right? We just go, we add an element, and I can just type right away what I'm looking for. As you get better at knowing your elements, which these are your tools, right? This is your tool belt, is your elements, your things inside ClickFunnels. As you guys get better at knowing and understanding them, you'll know right what you're looking for, and we can just navigate so fast. But once we put down our Java element, important to note, Vernita, wherever you put this element is where the video will display. So if you put it above the headline here, it'll go video headline. So now that we have the element down, we're going to click our element, opens up its settings, open code editor, click here, paste. Done. That's it. Let's go ahead and save that change. Now, the big bonus for embedding a video is like if you just share a YouTube link, like if I come down here and put a normal video and I share my YouTube link, well, when the video's done, YouTube is going to show other related videos. That's YouTube's job, right? They're like, great, I have interest. I'm going to try and turn that interest to my platform so I can make ad monies on it. Uh, if you embed videos, the extra ones at the end are not shown. So it's a as a marketer, I do all this work to get my customers' attention. I do not want to share that attention with anybody or anything. That's my attention, right? So embedding videos is a great way to do that. But let's preview now that we've saved the change. We're going to preview the page, and bingo, right above my headline shows the video itself.
Okay, and then with the embedded one, I could still make it autoplay and loop.
Let me see. I think so, but to do that, yes, to do that, you're gonna have to edit the code just a little bit. And a lot of times with embedding, we will edit the code. Cool thing, Vernita, it's 2025. So you can just give this whole thing to ChatGPT and say, I need it to start at a certain point, or I need it to loop over and over. Excuse me, I need this video to autoplay. That would be a little bit of a change in the code itself.
Okay, all right. So I think that sounds right because I think I looked it up on ChatGPT and it was like it basically gave me something to insert, but
Yeah.
but it was like asking me. I thought didn't realize I needed to go and get the embed code. I think it's because I still had the share link that it wasn't
Yes,
that it worked.
100%.
Okay, all right. Let me work on this. We're so close.
Good. I love to hear that. When it comes to the code too, just for anybody trying to do this, ChatGPT is your best friend. Give it the embed code and it will change the code to be exactly what you need. And then you embed it with the element. And it's common practice to have to change embed coding a little tiny bit. Like you can see for here, the positioning and also the size of the video is just off, right? And oh, well, how do I change that? Because when I use an embed code, oops, sorry. When I use an embed code, I don't have options like normal, right? This is the only option I have. But if I use a video element itself, like this is a video element, if I go here, oh well now I have all these different settings and I can change up my video and do whatever I need, but with embed codes you do not. So like if you wanted to change the sizing of that video and make it larger, you would go into the code and you would change the width and then the height. All right. So again, if anybody wants to do that, ChatGPT is your best friend. It's super simple. You'll get rocking and rolling in 5 seconds.
Okay.
Nice.
All right. Thanks, Dante. I think when I come back,
Uh,
the last thing I want to go over are my final emails sequence, and then we'll be ready to go. But
Awesome. Love that. Sounds great, Vernita.
thank you.
All right, John, how can I help today?
Hi, Dante. I just want to share. This is a really good question.
Love that.
Basically, what I want to do, I have this funnel, the investor partnership, and I need to email. This is the first time I'm going to sending an email. I have a few sign up already, like 13, 14 people. And I'm going to start my Zoom meetings tomorrow at 10 in the morning. So I want to send these people an email with the Zoom link. Uh, and I'm trying to find out where is the broadcasting email. I think if I go over here,
Close.
um,
So, you were so close, John. Let's actually exit, hit back in the top left.
feedback. Okay.
Your email, your email is its own app. So let's add an app.
Uh-huh.
It's that little plus button right there. Just above where it says yes, sir.
Okay. Email over here, right?
Yeah, we're looking for email apps. So you can just scroll down and it's right there. Yes, sir. Bingo.
Which one? This one right here?
Yes. Just go ahead and click on it. Bingo. And now add app. Yep.
Because I was doing it. Okay, this is a different way. I was doing it with another workstation, but since I'm doing this a new workstation, so this is the yeah. Zoom 09 16 25 R on it. Okay, so this is gonna be the campaign, right?
Yep. Just
All right.
for future reference, John, most people would short form their things. Like, you have a real estate investing business, but in there you have multiple things you're teaching. That was hardcore investing lessons, something like that. Um,
Hard money loans.
Hard money loans, HML, is what most people would turn that into a short form. So
Okay,
all their they don't have to be typing it out. Also, when you're searching HMLs, hard money loans, just an idea.
okay, yeah, okay. I know where to go from here. Now, I couldn't figure it out. Is there any other way to pick up the broadcasting, or I always have to go here
No,
to the
you'll
app?
now see it's an app on your left-hand side, and it's called the email app. It's right there. Do you see that?
Okay,
Yep.
now I have it because I didn't have
Yes.
it before. Now I have it set up. Okay, perfect.
Correct.
Oh,
Big things I want to point out here, John. Right now, your send to, you have 13 people that will receive this email. This is a new workspace,
yes,
and everybody that's opted in so far, you want to send to. So this works out beautifully. But in the future,
yes.
what if you only want to send this to certain people on your list, not your entire list? That's simply editing your audience. And it's really important. This is where tagging comes into play. Because when you edit your audience, go ahead and click that for me. Now we have,
Yeah. I
go ahead.
go ahead.
No, you please go ahead.
Yeah, I'm pretty familiar with this. Right now, I have the opt-in people that
Yes.
actually there were probably I don't know 5 6 of them. Let me see. Oh no, this one. No.
So now, yes, you would be
No.
sending it to everybody who opted in on that wholesale funnel step. But you don't have to do it that way. See, if you tag your contacts the right way, then you could send out a broadcast and everybody who opts into that step should be tagged. And then you send a broadcast to only the people who have that tag. Does that make sense?
Okay. Yes.
Cool.
For instance, I remember we did one with Zoom. We have a tag over here. Uh, we we did someone contact tags.
Yes, sir.
Uh, we did Zooms and we did investor partnership.
Yeah. Nice. There it is.
So we have four here, and the rest of it investor partnership, which is the people that they opt in. See, I have two tags. This one, and then I have the people that opt in the funnel.
Yes.
Let me see if I can open this up.
Uh,
Oh,
it's loading in right now.
yeah. So I have the people that opt in the funnel. Opting uh,
You don't have to
in
worry about,
funnel
I
steps.
don't think you have to worry about opt-in. I think you tagged them as investor partnership, didn't you? So
Uh,
make that second rule start with contact tags. And we can see right now. Or sorry, excuse me, the first box in that rule.
there we go. Investor partnership.
Let's try it. Go ahead and save. Let's
The
see.
13 people, four and the rest of an investor party, which it can
They,
be done either way, opt-in or with the tag, also,
that's
as you
right.
say.
In the future, though, you don't need the whole opt-in step. Just tag your contacts. And that opt-in step
Okay.
is connected to a workflow that tags them. So from here on out, anybody who opts in for your Zoom calls gets tagged as Zoom, and your broadcasts, the only filter you have to make your send to is anybody who has my Zoom tag.
Okay. Gotcha.
Nice.
Gotcha. All right. Thank you. I appreciate that. I'll talk to you later.
Awesome. Sounds great, John. Okay, let's get to Vladimir's next. Hey, Vladimir, how can we help today?
Hey, buddy, how's it going, man?
Great, great. How are
Hello,
you?
everyone. A couple of quick questions. Number one, is there age verification pop-up for in ClickFunnels?
A verification?
Age verification.
No, but that would be a little bit of custom code that you just put on the funnel.
Okay, so that would be something to discuss with I guess a professional once I'm done with okay. And then lastly, what I've noticed is the difference in the layout and the form is not only moving from the tablet to the mobile version, but also from if I just change the screen on the like on a tablet version, on I'm sorry, on a desktop version,
Yep.
like the stuff like just goes everywhere. And the I was informed that there's something to do with flex fields or something like that, something flex. In order for this thing to look presentable, right? Like, so do you advise me to just build a funnel in a standardized format and then basically just, I guess, consult the professional within the ClickFunnels to just make it, make it look professional if somebody is on a 13-inch screen versus 20-inch screen? So is this the recommended course of action, or adding those flex fields is an easy fix that I can then utilize your time here?
Great question here, Vladimir. What I recommend that you do is end all be all, what I recommend that you do is not worry so much about the desktop screens. For the most part, as a funnel formats, it's going to funnel great. It's going to format great, regardless of what size the screen. If somebody has a really, really large screen and then they try making it smaller on their large screen, you might find some little tiny formatting issues. But if somebody, like from a consumer, if somebody has a large screen, then they don't make it small, right? They just view on their screen as the screen size is.
Yeah.
So my number one thing would be honestly, don't worry so much about that. Desktop, mobile, tablet views are so low. Um, I would never tell you to worry about that at the beginning. And then what I would say is once you start making sales, just like I think we talked about last week, yes, let's get a professional designer in there and they will build all the flex fields. That's kind of cumbersome for you to build. And the power of a funnel, not only the power of a funnel, but the power of you being able to do this is you're making quick versions. You can build the funnel, you can launch it, you can test, you can find winning products quickly without having to bring in designers. So speed is leverage in this case, right? Um, Once you find your winning products, once you get a funnel that you're like, yes, I want to pour more into this and make this incredible on all devices, all everything, then we'll bring in that designer. But for now, honestly, don't even worry about that. You're going to be perfectly fine. We build for desktop and mobile. Have I shown you how I build for desktop and mobile?
No, we left it. I kind of took I Googled well, consulted the Chat GPT, and I was instructed just double all the elements and then hide some, let's say hide the ones in a mobile or place them where they need to be, and then when everything moves, like hide those on the desktop and vice versa. Like, so it's just doubling all the elements as I'm building in all view, and then just formatting it to look good on desktop and mobile.
That's 100% right. For you have a really cool funnel. So in your case, because what you have is you have a two-column row and the right side of the row sticks on scroll. So it always has your buttons there, your calls to action. So your funnel is really cool. You would do that. Normally, what I show people to do is to just clone your sections. So I did that kind of fast. I made a section here, and if I go to my section settings, it is set to all, meaning this section, everything in here, when it's set to all, it will show on both desktop and mobile. Let me get a quick preview of this up to show you what I mean here. So you can see my videos at the very top. If I just compress my browser as skinny as it'll get, that's a great way to look at my mobile view. And now we can see that, oh, this isn't, see how my video's not formatted for mobile right here? This
Yeah.
one is, because this is my ClickFunnels element, but this is an embed, so now it got all wonky. Anyway, I like to clone my sections. So let's go back in here and I'm going to clone the entire section. Now I cloned the section and everything within it, the row and the elements. So from here, I go to my top section. By the way, you can just click off to the side and it'll open up your section settings. You guys do not always have to go to the settings cog. Same thing with rows. I can just highlight my row, click the side, and now I'm in the row settings. Anyway, here's my section. I'm going to go to my top section, and I'm going to make this one desktop only. You can see in top left now a little red box says desktop only, showing me this whole section is only desktop. Then I go to my bottom section, and I'm going to make this one mobile only. I just made the sections device specific. On my mobile version, I'm now going to move my Java below and check it out. When I go to my desktop, my Java is still up top because I have two different versions of the section. I can make this say check ing. And when I go check it out now, when I go to my mobile version, it's not check ing, it's just check. Does that make sense so far?
It does. Yeah, absolutely.
Great. So normally you're what you were shown to do is exactly what I would tell somebody to do. I'm going to delete this section. My desktop is still here. I'm going to go back, put this to all, just like it never happened. For you, in your case, you're exactly right. You're going to want to clone elements. So clone the element. And then we're going to go into this element and we're going to make it desktop. We're going to go into this element. We're going to make it mobile. Now you're going to do that for your elements through the page and you can make an exact desktop design and exact mobile design. That's all you need to start, Vladimir. You have no idea how many people I see that have make millions of dollars every single week using ClickFunnels, and that's all they do. A desktop version, a mobile version. They never even bring in designers.
Yeah, no, absolutely. And I mean, I'm getting a little, I'd say, a little, I'd say anxious because I was planning to get this thing done last Monday, and it's this Monday, and I am not even done building the funnel, and I get caught in all these new, some, little intrinsic details, and it's just, I go down the rabbit hole, and the next thing I know is the day shot. And as I said, like, I don't know if anybody else has that problem, but I feel like I gotta get this thing done quicker, and without seeking perfection, but just basic level of professionalism, that when somebody actually sees it, he's not gonna think that like a 5-year-old built it, and has actually confidence to buy something from there. So it's just something that, like this thing that I kind of just gotta get a clear mindset and approach how to actually get this thing, and just launch it ASAP. So this thing's
And
got
it's not even a
gotta
you
go.
thing. It's not even a you thing, Vladimir. Everybody goes through that. Like Vernita already hit you with a heart, and everybody else in the world goes through that, especially when learning the new skill of building funnels for themselves. Here's what I do. I learned this from Russell, and it changed everything. I set a hard deadline and I launch on that deadline, regardless of what I have done. What that really does is that puts well, first off, when you launch a funnel that you didn't get the things done and it does look like a 5-year-old built it and the order form doesn't even work properly, you'll never do that again after you do it once. I promise you of that.
Uh-huh.
Secondly, once we have a deadline, as the week is leading up to that deadline, it shines a flashlight on my MVP and it shines a flashlight on my workload. And every decision I make is like, well, is this going to get me to where I need to be at launch? Or does this not matter? So, number one thing I want to tell you right now is done. Perfect is the enemy of done. And that is for a very specific reason. Get it done, right?
Yeah.
For you, in e-commerce, the headline sells. In e-com, my fold sells my product. The rest of everything else, yes, it supports my fold and it should be beautiful and it should look like a professional brand. Yes. But man, just worry about the above the fold. Everything else is minimal viable product. Just make it work, make it look good. Aside, we don't need any fancy nonsense down there. Have a hard hitting above the fold that hooks people in and describes the product and shows them the outcome that they want. That's it. The rest of the funnel's simple, easy. Have an order form that works, and let's launch that bad boy. Because a lot of the questions that I hear so far honestly are questions that you have in your head. And who cares about the questions? Like, to an extent, there's some questions you have in your head that are very valid and warranted. You're learning a new skill and a new software, right? But the other questions are questions that are hypothetical, theoretical. It's what if my customer does this? I don't know. What if your customer does that and there and those? That's a bunch of what ifs that our customer hasn't even done yet. And we only care about data and we only make data driven decisions. So everybody goes through this. You just got to do your best to put it to the side and say, I'm launching next Monday. I'm launching this Thursday. You know, for me, if I was you, I would set a deadline for this Wednesday or next Monday. And that's it. And I'm launching regardless of what it looks like. And I have an initial goal of my ad spend. I'm going to spend 50 bucks a day, 100 bucks a day, 200 bucks a day, 1,000 bucks a day, right? I got skin in the game and I'm doing it regardless. And you'll get there. I promise you of that.
Absolutely appreciate that, man. And I love the perspective. I'm eternally grateful, man. Like, because I mean, I'm just, you're right, like, so in everything that you said. So,
I've
um,
had the conversation a million times in my career just so far. I'm only 34. I'll have it 10 million more times again. It's nothing you're doing wrong. It's just the game. It's the journey everybody goes down.
appreciate it, man. I appreciate it. Thank you so much, Dante, as
Of
always.
course. Were there any other questions, Vladimir?
No, I'm all set. I'm gonna, basically just do some professionally taken pictures. And this is just something that I need in general. And then Wednesday, even if I have to replace those pictures with the ones I currently have, so be it. But that's basically, that's it. The flex thing was kind of bothering me as like, I mean, one picture becomes like a half a screen while the other twos are like, just all over the map. And you're right, like it was making me nervous because I don't know how to solve the problem. And I'm like, now, oh snap, like, I can't move forward and I get stuck on one thing and I end up wasting the entire day on it. And it's just not,
Yes.
it doesn't get me closer to launching on the deadline itself. So, and I already broke that deadline by a week. So it's just, ugh, I gotta get
So
better at that.
it's good that you're here because let me just show you like this is why everybody should be an OFA or at least general admission just watching so we can learn. Flex container. If you take a look, you can see desktop only top left. So I've made desktop and mobile versions, right? But inside I did this because now on my mobile, I want icon on the left and I want company information on the right. If I don't make a flex container, which is what this is,
Mhm.
then my formatting is not going to ever show that way. It would go from desktop to mobile, it always formats left to right. So it would be icon, and then under my icon would come my text. So this is a flex container, and they're awesome. They're great, and you can do this, right? Like if you go add to add a row, you just add a flex container. And now to this flex container, I can add a headline, an icon, a bullet list, right? And now my things are showing left to right, like so. I can go into my flex container settings and I can show the direction that things start from, left to right. Do I want it to be up and down? Maybe I want it to be right to left. So I can change things up. My justification. Do I want these things to be centered all the way on the left, centered all the way on the right? Do I want them centered with space? Do I want them centered tight? Our alignment, I can choose to no wrap or to wrap. So we have a flex container inside of ClickFunnels. I just wanted to show you that to quell any fears. We do have immediate fixes for all the problems that you've shared. Let me pull back the curtain a little bit more though. If you go hire somebody who's like certified in ClickFunnels or is truly an expert at ClickFunnels, they're going to charge you for them to flexify your funnel. They're going to charge you $3,000 to $5,000 easily. Where as soon as you make your first sale, I'm going to show you the 99 designs process that we use here. And you're going to go get a developer, a designer in your own back pocket for $300, right? And it's like, so it's 10% of the cost to have somebody else do it. And then you have this guy that you can use in the future. And,
Yeah,
and that's the game that you're going to play. So just
absolutely.
don't even worry about it. Just
Yeah.
make it desktop mobile, launch that bad boy, and you're in great hands.
And much appreciated. I mean, like I've had, to be honest with you, and again, I mean, I built 8 websites, like in terms of for the very same product, very same stuff that I'm doing. And I made the mistake 8 times. Why? Because people claim that they're designers and this and that, and I spent thousands of dollars, and they promise like 5 day whatever 1 week delivery, and then 2 months later they're struggling because of the nature of the business, because they don't really understand tobacco to begin with, because there's all kinds of little details that I actually got to learn the hard way over the 8 websites time.
Yep.
And right now when somebody actually mentions, oh, just hire a professional, I'm like, we're all like red flags, just like everything's red. Like, I mean, I'm like, no, I'm just gonna waste money and I'm not gonna get where I need to be, which is the
Mhm.
worst, right? If somebody,
Yep.
I don't mind spending money if somebody gets it done. But in 8 times, I paid and I got, at the end was, I blew so much time, burnt like incredible amount of resources, and I was even further away from where I needed to be. And it's just,
You
so
want to
now,
hear another one?
now I'm suspicious on all professionals.
Vladimir, I have a friend that spent $120,000 to create an app. It has taken them 2.5 years to create the app. I made it for them in a weekend using something called Lovable. Like, and I'm the worst. I'm not a developer. I don't know how to write a single line of code. I don't even know how to start it. The world has been the world for a long time. There's been a lot of businesses that prey on people's misfortunes
Yeah.
or misunderstandings, but you are right on track. And one thing I want to point out, Rick just hit up in the chat. You probably didn't see it, but he said he has a great contact for you. Rick is somebody who's done the thing. He's done the exact design trail that we had. So man, lean on the colleagues that you have in here.
Yeah, no, I will. And when I face a specific problem, and tomorrow I hope to have this actually completed, I will then get into the details of, like, if, like small tweaking here and there. But I just wanted to get this, like broad understanding on, obviously, the age verification. That's by law. I have to have that. Otherwise, I've been building a funnel like for no purpose. Like I have, so it's like all these things, as well as I much appreciate, like your take on my, I guess, I don't, I'm not, seeking perfection, but maybe I am. So thank you so much for that, Dante. And on that, I yield the podium to, the next person. Again, always so helpful, buddy. Thank you.
Awesome. You got it, Vladimir. My pleasure. Okay, let's hop over to Ryan. Hey, Ryan.
Hey man,
Hey, hey.
how's it going?
Great. How are you? How are you?
Doing good. Hey, I just had a quick question. Like, best um what is the best resource for like developing the automated like emails? Like the resource for the I'm trying to find my question here.
You
The
are you saying
sequences.
like to create the framework of like
Yeah, for the sequences.
right, like emotion, 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 logic, 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 fear, fear, fear,
Yeah,
and write the
is there
copy?
a resource for that?
Yeah, it's me. Let me grab
Oh,
you.
okay.
Here we go. I'm gonna put me in
Awesome.
the chat for all of you guys. That's Dante I. Feel free to go in there. You can actually call him. You can have a
Okay.
conversation with him if you're hustling and bustling, or text, whatever works best for you. But anyway, he's trained on .com secrets. So go in there and say, if you can explain the situation and what you're doing and say, help me pick a script from .com secrets that will work in here. And then say, follow model Russell, act like you were Russell Brunson and create my email. It'll have
Okay.
the right framework. He'll make the words for you as well.
Okay. Awesome. That's all I had. Thank you.
Look at that. Nice stuff, Ryan. Okay, let's hop over to Margaret. Get Margaret going. I know she's got a team waiting on us.
Hey, Dante. It's always good learning from everyone else. I'm like, Vlad, I do everything. I just launch and go, oh, let's fix that. That was the feedback I got. We're launching another um, a live webinar this Thursday. I almost pushed it back another week. I'm like, no, I'm just gonna do the darn thing and
There it
just
is.
see what happens.
There it is.
Yeah, so my questions, I didn't get a chance to ask Friday. I had to hop off. Um, they're kind of short and simple. The last time we talked, you had me for my free version of my course. That link that's specific to the course, when someone buys, I'm still trying to wrap my mind around what's exactly happening when they purchase. And so are they going to the ClickFunnels page and they set up their account and then it pushes them to the course, or am I putting that somewhere?
I think I think I know exactly what to check. Can you share your screen, please?
Yes, let me.
Okay. Take me to the funnel that we're giving our course away with. Nice. And there's our opt-in step, and I can see the green envelope. It's connected to a workflow. Love that. Let me check it out. Click that green envelope. That page we're looking at right now. This is a webinar opt-in page. So when they opt into that page, they should get your lead magnet, correct?
That's correct.
The free course.
They get the free web class. They get the free web class. The free course is all the way at the bottom. Um, so that's not the same thing. So the web class is
Okay.
free. The web course is only for handpicked specific people.
Okay, great. Let's exit top left. We're going to go to that page that they get, excuse me, the free course on.
Okay, so we stuck that at the bottom here.
Great. Sorry, I didn't have time for the mute button. And here we go. This is what I wanted to see. This is great. We have an enroll step in the funnel. Enroll is huge in the workflow, excuse me. So anytime somebody opts in on this page, they get added to the workflow and they're taken through the steps. As soon as somebody opts into this page, they'll be tagged as course purchase, but they didn't purchase a course. So I'm going to check your tag in just a moment.
Okay.
Anyway, you'll tag them. You'll enroll them in the course. You'll send them 2 emails automatically or immediately. Sorry, let's see what else is below that.
Right. Those are the 2 emails they would get. Welcome, here's how to access, and then the grant challenge community that they would access. So those are the only 2 emails that they get in terms of the workflow.
Okay, this looks great. Let's go check out your tag step.
And so my team set this up. So whatever you're going to say, this is probably going to sound like gibberish to me, but just go ahead and let me hear it.
Tags are how we stay organized in our in our account with who's done what at what point in the business's value ladder. This is for course purchase. It's a nice general tag for maybe anybody who's purchased any of your courses so that you could just like, I don't know, send out an email that says, "Hey, I'm running a 20% off sale on all my courses." And you want to send it to people who have purchased any of your courses. That's a nice general tag. Excuse me. But we'd want to also have a specific tag. So I wouldn't use that general tag here because they haven't purchased a course. They're only opting in. So they're not purchasers. They're not buyers. There's no
Okay.
reason to tag them as so. I would just make the tag uh, whatever the name of the course is.
Okay.
So yeah, click right there, type out whatever the name of the course is. Like, what is the name of the course? What is the course?
The name of the course is actually Grant Readiness Framework 30-day challenge course, basically, or Grant Readiness Framework course.
I'd probably just make it like GRF, Grant Readiness Framework.
Right. So usually I do GRFW, Grant Readiness Framework, because of the work at the end. It's just how my brain works. But
Sure.
yeah, Grant Readiness Framework course. So I would need to
Sure.
go back and put that somewhere for it to be able to be highlighted in there, correct?
No, you can just type it right here. Yep, type out what you would like to make it. You probably don't need to type all that
Oh,
out.
right. Great. You're right. You're right. Grant Readiness Framework
Nice.
course. Under pressure here.
Now click that blue box where the text is, and bingo, now it made the tag. And let's remove, yes, absolutely. Update. Uh-huh. Great. Just click off to the side and update. That's perfect. Now everybody who opts in here gets taken in, and they're now
That's
tagged
awesome.
specifically with that. You also are enrolling them in the course, in the workflow, which gives them access. So yes, all they have to do is go to that email or however you send them the link. They
Mhm.
create their account. Boom, they're in. Done.
Perfect. So that works. So my question is, when they pay for the course, so in this email, so you had me, I'm going to go into the preview of this email. You had me send them,
Look at that button. Remember,
actually,
Margaret, we're marketers. Buttons are CTAs, calls to action. And we
right,
always need our button should always tell people what to do. Click
right,
here to whatever.
right. Let me, right. This, I dropped that in. Yes, but you're right. Correct.
Gotta use you as an example,
Got to
right?
use me as an example. So it goes to the course.
Yep.
Wait, one, two, three, four. Um, this grant. s- So while we're here, I might as well. So when they come to Grant Readiness Framework Challenge Community, I'm assuming they're going to see. I mean, it doesn't go anywhere. It goes. I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing there, but it doesn't actually take them to the community. I guess I need to put a link in there or something for them to get to that. But
Yes. Are you making a school community?
when you say school community, what define
Oh,
that for me?
I mean SKOOL, school.
Right.
That is
I
a
have thought about that. I'm chewing on that.
You know what, Margaret? Stop chewing and take action on it. School is
Really?
amazing. I use school. Everybody uses school. I gotta give it up to them. They only do communities and they're killing it. They have a
So,
mobile app, so it is the superior vehicle right now for your customers. There's a mobile
okay.
app. You have a great way. Like, I don't know if you've heard me talk about this with Trey, but the biggest thing 2025, all in 2026, all I care about is how do I get this? How do I get this to ding? So when they look at it, I'm on it. That's all that I care about, right? School is amazing for that. They have a mobile app. When you post, it'll ding in their pocket every single time. The engagement is
Okay,
through.
I can do that. I can do that. So what do I do with the community that we've built inside of ClickFunnels?
Oh, just transfer it over to school. Just copy and paste. Copy and paste. It is so easy to do inside of school.
So what if okay, so we have the general community, and what if we have a VIP community? What is that?
Do them both in school. You can get school for $9 a month right now.
Okay.
$9 a month. And do it. Have a free community, have a paid community like for VIPs. Oh, it is the way. And a lot of times what people are doing right now, Margaret, is they'll just go post high value content online, and the calls to action for their content is all just join my free community. People come into your free community, they see how amazing it is, and they're like, oh wow, I need to get the VIP community. And it's just a natural cycle that's so simple for people. And for you and what you're doing, it would work. It would just be it's all good things for you.
Okay, so paid customers, I'm just wrapping my mind. Let me just walk through it. So paid customers and free customers that are taking the web course will be pushed to school community. And school community, not only I can have that, but it will also attract people who are not in the course that I can eventually offer the course to. Because I have
Yes.
several communities. I mean, I have social communities, and so I could push them over to school. Okay, so that makes sense to me. I'm cool with that. So I'll do that. So for the paid customers, am I giving them the same link, this link, when they pay, or are they going through the link that your ClickFunnels AI told me to use, which is the https:// basically ClickFunnels sign up kind of deal?
So when you say paid, we were just talking about free, but what do you mean when you say paid? Like, is that after the webinar?
So there's two tracks, right? There's a paid version where when they come through the funnel, they can buy the course for 997. And then, so when they down here somewhere, so the order form,
Yes.
um, am I sending them to the correct
Yes.
link? Am I sending them to that same link? Because again, your AI down here
Okay.
gave me a different,
Same link, Margaret. So here's how it works. Scroll me down a little bit more. There's your order form right there.
right?
So up until here in the funnel, people use the funnel to register for the webinar, and then you hit them with a thank you page. From there, they go to the webinar. They watch your webinar on
Mhm.
Thursday. In the webinar on Thursday, you are giving them this URL right here. That's the URL of the order form. So if you move your mouse and put your mouse on that little blue URL, and to the right, you'll see the copy button right there. So that's what you're giving them for the order form to send them from the webinar to where they can buy. And when they buy, everything that you've done stays exactly the same. You just add in the email the link to the school community. You built your course in ClickFunnels.
Yeah.
That's perfect. That's exactly as it should be. Everything stays the same. You just add in there to access your community, click here, and that's the school link.
So we're adding the community. I think we're talking about two different things. So let me just see the
Well, no, your paid community has your paid thing has a community for 997, right? When they buy, they get access.
correct inside ClickFunnels.
Just rebuild that in school.
Rebuild that in school. And so when I send them this email, how to get started, whoops.
It's okay. Bottom left, you can edit email or three dots and edit email. Yep.
Okay, so when they get this email today, um, see, this is the link that the AI, ClickFunnels AI gave me. Um, to access their course. Is that incorrect? Because you had me give them the course.
You can give them the course URL. You do not have to give them this URL. This is a great URL because ClickFunnels has a whole customer center. It's a self-serve customer center. So once they create an account, you only ever have to give them that URL. It logs them into their ClickFunnels customer center. They can see all their courses they have access to. I just showed you that enroll step in the workflow. That's an important step because it automatically enrolls them in the course. That shows it to them in their customer center. So you could use this link, but this is the first time more than likely somebody's purchasing with you or creating an account. So I would just give them the URL to that. This is for the paid course, right?
Correct.
So give them the URL for your paid course in ClickFunnels. That's it.
Okay.
Yep. And
That's
then whether you add that as step two or whether you add it maybe like down here in the email, you'll just have another space that says you also have access to my amazing community. Click here to join the community. And that is just the school link for the right community.
okay. So they get the second link. So they do have the community email that they'll get. So I will adjust that accordingly. So I like that. I can do that. I want to get that
You're
today
gonna
because I
do
want to get
you're
people.
gonna do so much better with school. I just gotta be honest. They're doing amazing. I've had so many people come in and make a ClickFunnels community, and it does well, but we find engagement just drops. And the reason is we don't have a mobile app, right? So we don't get the phone ringing in the pocket with my name popping up. So engagement will be fairly low with our community, and then we go to school and boom, engagement is through the roof every time. So I just want you to start out with what's best here. No need to do the learning curve anymore.
Well, I'm okay with that. Uh, all right. So my other question is, We talked about way back, upsells, downsells, because I'm an affiliate with Bark Solutions, which is just so you can see it. It's a QuickBooks. They're partnered with QuickBooks, so you can see these guys here. Whoops. These guys over here. And then I have a Udemy course, which is the Small Business Grant Readiness for 97 or something like that, 97, whatever it is. In any case, how can I work those into the funnel? Because you told me since I get a percentage of anyone that buys from Bark Solutions, is if they don't buy, you said something to the effect of, don't give them an opportunity to buy less if they could purchase the course or whatever.
That's a great question. Everything you've shown me here is third-party solutions,
Mhm,
like affiliate marketing, if you will.
mhm.
So in your own funnel, in your own cart, you're going to want to control the products. In what you've shown me, you don't control the products. So
Right.
that's going to be tough. What I would do in that case is we send it in email or we send it in our indoctrination series. So somebody comes through and they buy your product.
Right.
Those first emails that come through say, hey, if you really want to get a leg up on the competition, or hey, if you really want to unlock hidden leverage in your business, click here. That takes them over to Bark or Vark, excuse me,
Right.
as your affiliate. So after they purchase with you, then you share all the third-party solutions while you have them hot.
Okay. Okay. Now, when I do some of the trainings, there's solutions that they get, well, for free. That is third party, but they needed to do the course. So they get that secret inside the course. So the only way they can get it is inside the course.
Right.
Okay. So I'll.
Sorry, another thought that I had on this though, you have a Udemy course for 97 bucks. Just build it in ClickFunnels. Like if you wanted to add that Udemy course to your if that's a great upsell, then just rebuild the course in ClickFunnels and then boom, it's your product that you own. And then now it can be an upsell in the funnel. Does that make
Oh,
sense?
right. That's a similar version, but the ClickFunnels version, the 997, is more intensive in terms of all of the things that they get. So this would be more like the cutting your teeth version of it, if
Right.
you will.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah. And
Then
that's, I
then
like
it's
that.
not a logical upsell in this case. So
Right.
if like anything that you have that you've created outside of ClickFunnels, if it's in this funnel, if it's a logical upsell, just rebuild it in ClickFunnels, then you own it, and then it can be a part of your upsell sequencing.
Yeah, because I want to get off of Udemy. I'm not really happy with how they kind of do things. And I'm like, yep, I gotta go. Okay,
Right.
so last question. I was not able to stay later last week, and you guys were gonna do something about talking about above the fold. You wanted to talk about above the fold. I just wanted you to take a look at my above the fold and give me some feedback.
Yes. Yes, let's do that. The above the fold is everything. Okay, I love this. First impression, that banner up top, I would make that one line. I would make the text so it's all one line and yeah, go to live page so that black banner goes away. It's working.
Is it working?
It is.
Yeah, I can't even tell on my end. There it
There
is.
we go. Okay. So yes, that black banner at the top, I'm a huge fan. Unlock the secrets, calls out the dream customer. I would just make that all be on one line instead of taking up this extra space right here.
Okay.
Yes, correct. From there, that would pull up your video about that much more. So scroll there. Let's try and get it above the fold perfectly. So scroll me down about an inch. That's it. Uh,
Okay.
yeah, I think right here, put your bottom of the screen below KDOW. Yeah, like where my line is. So scroll me up a little bit. It'd be about right there. if you
Okay.
were to move that extra line of space. That
Gotcha.
would be your above the fold. So now we would have everything we need right there. Join the live grant readiness framework free web class. I might take framework out unless your customers know what frameworks are. Framework just kind of sounds businessy, maybe salesy. But at the same time, framework also sounds like proven success, repeatable success that I'm plugging into. So this is all just copyright. We have to see how your customers respond to the word, honestly. Then you have your logo, Small Business Concierge. I love the logo, but look how much space it takes up. So scroll
Right.
back up to the very top. Look how much space it takes up there.
Right. Right.
It's taken up the most space. So I might take this small business concierge and I might put it up here. I might make my top section what's called a flex container, and I might have the logo top left with my words to the right of it. All of that now on one line. And look how much
Nice.
space we would save there.
Right. 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 That would be a huge gap change. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Huge gap change. Almost your entire video would be in the fold now.
Right. Right.
So, lastly, we get to the greatest grant readiness opportunity taught by Silicon Valley Bay Area #1 small business radio personality. I would probably just tighten that up a little bit. Uh, your exclusive invitation to the greatest grant readiness opportunity taught by the #1 small business radio personality in Silicon Valley.
Okay. Yeah, that sounds good.
It's just clean, it's tight, like Silicon Valley / Bay Area. You're not targeting that local area, right? This is a national campaign.
Right. Right. Right.
So
Right.
they don't care about Bay Area. Silicon Valley, they know what that means.
They would know what that. I mean, in California, Silicon Valley Bay Area is kind of a norm for us to say, and so, but yeah,
Yeah, but
I'm
what about the mom in Nebraska that's trying to
right. I'll have a
he
dog in
doesn't
that
care.
fight. It's gone. I don't even have a dog in that fight.
Cool. That would look fantastic. I think tighten up that headline a little bit, move the logo up into the top, and I would take away the whole now with that said. I wouldn't have
Okay.
that. It would just be join the live grant readiness framework free web class.
Okay. Cool.
Yep.
All right.
And then we're gonna have so much space back in our fold, you might add a sub headline down here, and it might show them the outcome right here, like below the headline, so it would be in the fold.
Okay.
Yeah, in between the video and the headline there, I might add a sub headline that would be the future pacing or showing them the outcomes they can expect. And it might be like nail your first grant or collect your first grant, receive your first grant in as little as 30 days.
Could I use and I just closed it, but in Udemy, what I do love about it, because I have 2,500, you know,
Students,
subscribers taking that course, right?
very
And
good.
so I've got some great ratings. I got 111 ratings. They don't show the pictures of the people, but I get some really great. I was just reading some of the newest testimonials. And so can I use that?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, Margaret. So we can have, I would probably put that below my video. It would be the first thing that they see below the fold. And I'd probably have my social proof claim. And it would be like 2,200 students with 15,000 grants accepted. A really sexy number like that. That would be amazing. And then followed by, yeah, you can just take screenshots of these right here. Just take screenshots, and then right below your video, you can have three reviews, three great reviews that are going to speak to your dream customer the most.
Okay. Okay. Because I know one time it's like, it's great to have a picture. I'm like, yeah, I don't always get a picture. And if they're SBDC clients, that's a whole nother process. We're under a non-disclosure agreement. We can't just tell you who the people are. But I do use the SBDC logo. It says, hey, these were SBDC clients. That's what they said. Okay. I just want to be able to take advantage of all of that. So yeah, I could
And yeah,
put
so now that you're showing me
testimonials up.
that, yeah, that'd be so good. I would see the video, I would see your claim right here, and then I would see Down below the claim, I would see review 1, review 2, review 3, and then below that, you would hit me with that headline just above here. Then it would be become one of.
Right. Okay.
Yeah, that would be great.
Okay. Okay. I love it. Okay. So I'm gonna just swap all of that out. That I love. I love this kind of work. So I'll do that right now.
Cool.
What's
Sounds
going on with my
amazing, Margaret. Any more questions before I let you go?
No, I think I've absorbed enough of your time. Thank you so much, Dante. Awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Good stuff.
Got it. You got it. Great work. All right, let's round it out with Rick. Hey, Rick.
What's going on?
Hey Dante, how are you?
Good, man. How about yourself?
Good, thank you so much. Nice to see you. I
Tell
had to
me.
take a couple days off last week. I actually went to that Alibaba Co-Create in Las Vegas, which was Alibaba there just for like e-com people.
Yeah.
So it was really good. I got a bunch of great resources and some AI technology. I'll put in a little doc and share it with you guys this
I'd
week, all
love
right?
that. I'd love that, Rick. Yes.
Cool, cool, absolutely. Um, Just a few quick questions. I'm not sure if I need to really share my screen right now, but I'll just
Sure.
ask and you let me know. In terms of what you were speaking about with Vladimir and the edits to mobile versus desktop, the way you explained it in terms of cloning, the various sections and working on one separately from the other, is that different than me just going up to the mobile view and editing it that way?
Yes.
Does one give me, oh, it is.
Let
Okay.
me show you. I didn't get a chance to show this, but what a great question. Okay, let me just go hop into a different funnel here. Okay, let's just go into this. Okay. So right now we can see there's no desktop, mobile, nothing. If I click on my section settings, this section is set to all right now. So if I was to just go to my mobile version and oh, now I'm on mobile. Well, let me just take this video and on mobile, I want this video below the headline. When I go back to desktop, the video is now below the headline. So this is not editing versions. This is
Got
just
it.
preview versions.
I see. All right. That clears up a lot. I was using it
Hey,
as an editing version.
great.
Okay. Perfect. Perfect. All right. That takes care of that. Um, can you show me, you just pulled up I can share my screen, but you just pulled up one of your funnels where you have a test, right?
Yes.
How do so I did the same thing. I'm now testing a version okay. So you've got a split test going on. You've got 50-50. So how do I test a test? Get rid of the very original one?
Great question. We kill the split.
Because my test has become better than my original. So now I
Uh-huh.
want to further test the test.
Uh-huh. Yes, sir. Your test actually becomes the original. And here's how we do that. We're going to, just so you know, a lot of times, Rick, people would take go full page screenshots just in case you
Yeah,
don't have it, just so they have
I
a
got it.
backup of their different. Okay, great.
Yep.
So then my test has become my winner. So I'm going to go to my split. I'm going to kill my split. And it says, which one do I want to delete? Well, my left, the original, is no longer any good. I want my
Right.
right. So I'm just going to delete the left. Remove.
Okay.
Now, come on, Wi-Fi. There we go. Now I killed the split and the left. My
Okay.
right is the only one here. Back into it, and I split test this.
Got it.
This
Okay.
now, once we make a dupe, the page that was here becomes my
Yep.
original, and now I can hit another test.
Perfect. Perfect. All right. Testing the test. Okay, great. You could probably answer this question for me too. So I have my email automation set up, and I noticed in one of those email automations, I've had a couple sales. I had one like an hour ago, so I'm excited about that, and I'm
Nice, Rick.
constantly testing. And in my automation email, there's I think it's called a dynamic tag for order number. How do I connect, because right now in my email I noticed, listen, just like you were talking to Vladimir and like a lot of people and just waiting and waiting and waiting to get everything 100% right, like that never happens. I'm still going through the funnel and seeing like I didn't change a discount from 65 to 25 after like days, but what the heck? I mean, I just needed to get it out, right? So now I just noticed the other day, emails are going out, but it says order number in brackets, obviously. So how do I attach my order number from the customer that bought into that email in the sequence?
So that is a merge tag. The customer's order number will automatically be dynamically propagated in there. They, I'm
Okay.
assuming, I'm assuming you got the email to your own email, correct?
What do you mean by that?
Like this is an email you received. You didn't get this from a customer.
No, no, it's in my email automation sequence, and I was looking through it as I always do to make sure it sounds right. And I noticed that in that email that they're going to get, it's going to say, thank you, da da da, and it's going to say order number. It's not going to give the actual number.
Yes, it will. That is a merge tag we give in the
Oh,
email. Yes, so their
okay.
actual order number will show up
Should
there.
be in
You'll see
there.
that text.
Okay, all right, fine. Order email. Okay, I think the last thing. Oh, just I'd really like to just show you my ads manager, but you can probably ask this question. Got one campaign,
Mhm,
one ad set, one ad.
mhm,
I am looking to test different creatives.
mhm.
Do I duplicate at the ad set level? And then let's say I want to test two other creatives. So I've
Mhm.
got one campaign running now. So in order for me to test those two other creatives, do I duplicate the ad set two times and add those two new creatives, or duplicate at the ad level
Mhm.
and put those two images?
You're happy with the ad that you're currently running, correct?
I think it's doing well. I just want, oh, I'm not, the numbers, the metrics look great. It's not translating to sales, but again, I just did this last night. So what I did was I duplicated the ad set two times. So now I have three ad sets with three different images associated with that one ad set that I felt the targeting was right and was doing well.
I don't think you need two ad sets. What I would have you do here, just to try and make sure that we don't mess with the original ad that we're happy with at this point,
Right?
I would just make a new ad set inside of the ad, in the new ad set, two new creatives. Test against it.
Oh, so instead of me duplicating two times at the ad set level, duplicate once and test those two other creatives?
That's exactly right. 100%.
Okay. Because I understand keeping engagement and traction on the original campaign because it's running for a while, we definitely don't want to mess with that.
If it's good, it's
Yeah.
good. We leave it, let Facebook AI take over. New ad set, test your creatives in the new ad set. Winners
Okay.
go into the original ad set.
Okay, I didn't notice when I was creating, when it asked me to create the medium, whether it be a video or ad, on the ad level, I know I can put in up to five different ad copy headlines, such as I can put in more than one image.
Oh yeah.
Oh, okay. I didn't see that, but I
It's somewhere
thought
from
so.
it's somewhere from 8 to 10, and that does depend on the type of ad that you choose to run. I believe Facebook just changed this up recently. I believe it's now called a flex ad.
Didn't notice it. I'll have to look into that and see if
GPT
that's the
will be able
case,
to
but
tell you.
fine. I
GPT
just
will be
couldn't
able to
see
tell you that. Sorry, go ahead, please.
I just couldn't see at the ad level where it allowed me to add multiple images. I couldn't find that. I know I'm allowed to add more ad copy, headlines, descriptions, things like that, but okay, fine. I'll look for
Okay, so
that.
then you're definitely not running a flex ad then.
Okay.
Uh, GPT will
Oh,
be able to tell you which is the new they either call it a flex ad or they changed it to something that starts with a C. I just have a
you
dumb
mean
brain today.
do you mean carousel?
No, not
Oh,
carousel.
okay.
Carousel is its own thing.
Yeah.
Anyway, it's the Facebook ad that Facebook wants everybody to run. They say just give us all your images, give us all your copy, we'll find the
Okay.
perfect blend. I believe that's called a
Okay.
flex. You're just not running
Perfect.
that.
Not running that, it seems like. Okay, perfect. Got that. Now, the only other thing is so in this sale, the way I have my column set up in my ads manager, it is not showing me which ad created the purchase. And that's very important, obviously. Can I maybe just show you I don't know. Do you know what I mean? So in Facebook in my ads manager, there's a column for website purchases or purchases, and I'm not seeing, there was just a purchase. I'm not seeing where that came from, which is crucial, obviously. So I don't
Yes,
know if I don't have an event set up or something. I'm not sure.
that was my next question. Do you have your Facebook pixel set up
I do.
and connected to the funnel?
I do.
And did you create the purchase events inside the pixel?
I tried to yesterday, the day before. I'm not sure if I did it right.
Okay, do you have the Chrome extension Meta Pixel Helper?
No, I do not.
That's a simple Chrome extension. I will get the link for you. Give me 2 seconds here. We're looking for,
Oh, okay.
yes, it's this, I believe. There it is. I have the exact one I use. I'm gonna put this in the chat for you and everybody else. Bingo, there it is.
Perfect.
Um, this is awesome. The Pixel Helper is really awesome. It allows you
Okay.
to view the different pages in your funnel and see
Okay.
what events are set up. It sounds to me so. This question, Rick, is going to overextend my knowledge on Facebook. I
Yeah,
think
yeah,
I
okay.
shared with you guys. I
Okay.
got I got an ads guy a while ago, and it was the worst thing as a coach I ever did because I don't have to be in it
Yeah.
anymore, and just makes me rusty. It sounds like you haven't set up your events properly. Like for
Okay.
instance, you have your order form.
Yep.
Events are interesting. On your order form, there will not really be an event. But
Mhm.
on the first OTO that comes after, that's
Yeah.
where my purchase event is. Because anybody who gets
Oh,
my OTO made a purchase. So
correct.
that's how events work. It
I
sounds
see.
like you haven't set those up.
Okay.
Set those up. But if you still find issues, I'd love for you to get in our ClickFunnels official Facebook group. Are you a member of that?
I think I am. I've never really gone in to post anything, but should I if I'm having difficulty?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Because Facebook is guarding some stuff that they show us. And a lot of times Facebook tracking and understanding my analytics, they're
Mhm.
kind of withholding some stuff on us. I'm not up to date on everything that they're withholding,
Yeah.
but we
Yeah.
have so many great ads guy in that community.
Okay.
Once you set up your event and test it, any
Okay.
questions like on why this isn't firing or why I'm not understanding, I would
Right.
go right there.
Okay. Got it. Last thing. Thank you so much, Dante. You taught me this before about a week ago. Explain really briefly what lazy loading and what it should be for that top page in the bottom. I forgot if it's off and on for what and for what.
Great question. Let me show you. Let's go here and here. Great question. Everybody, I want everybody to know how to be lazy. So let's go hop in here. To make this simple, lazy loading, when an image, I can't even do it that way. To make this simple, all of your images that are above the fold should be set to lazy loading on.
Okay.
Lazy loading should be set to on for all of my images. Oops, sorry. For all of my images above, or sorry,
Off the fold.
I just have sick brain. I'm sorry. In all of my images above the fold, lazy loading should be set to off. Sorry, let me speak clearly. All of my images above the fold, lazy loading should be set to off. None of my
Off.
images above the fold should ever lazy load. That when
Okay.
lazy loading is set to off, that means these images will load immediately.
Okay.
First things first. That's the first priority is load the images.
Okay.
Like here's another one. This would be lazy loading off.
Okay.
Every image I have in oh, other mouse. Every image I have above my fold is lazy loading off.
Off. Okay,
Every,
that sticks with me now. Got it.
every image below my fold is lazy loading
On.
on. And what
Got
this
it.
means is this image is now set to lazy load. This image will not even try to load until all images on the page lazy loading off are loaded.
Okay.
All of my
Every page I have an image should have that option of lazy loading, whether to turn it off or on, right?
yes, every
Okay.
single image anywhere on your page, it will always have the lazy loading
Okay.
option.
Got it.
So my
Perfect.
above the fold images are lazy loading off. Every image below is lazy loading on. It
Okay.
prioritizes my above the fold to load, and then everything else can load in. And by the time customers scroll, this is already there, and then the bottom one's already there. So it just increases page speed like crazy.
Got it. Perfect. That clear. Now that you've explained it, it's stuck in my head now, so I'm good.
That's what we love, Rick. How
Hey,
many,
Dante,
how
thank
many
you so much,
sales are
man,
you
as
at?
always.
How many sales are you at so
I,
far?
I've only had 3 within a week, but the metrics on my ads look fantastic. And every time I go into my phone, I'm noticing some things. Like I'm really seeing some disconnects where I'm talking about multivitamin immunity and gut, and I notice after a week the description above my supplement talks about allergy. So I said to myself, come on, that's a major disconnect. So I changed it. I made it all immunity and gut, and things started to do a little bit better. So it's a constant testing, man, which is a fun. I love it, actually. I really do. So it's
Good. It's
working.
amazing. It's
Yeah.
amazing. I love to see that. Maybe tomorrow we can take a look at some
Yeah,
metrics and
I would
come up
love
with
to.
some more ideas.
Yeah. Thank you so much.
Awesome. You got it, Rick. Great work,
Appreciate it,
man.
Dante.
Okay, and Vernita, looks like a tough time with the embed.
Yes, so I did copy the embed code. I see it on the preview, not on the not in the editor. And when
Okay,
I went to preview, I still saw the YouTube suggestion.
let me check this right now. There might have been an update that I'm not aware of. We might just also need to play with the embed code, but let's see.
Okay, so here's what I did in the editor.
Uh-huh, got you.
And to your point about the size, I just doubled it as a start, the height and the width.
Nice. Yep.
But then this is all there. And
Right.
but I didn't change anything else. So then I went to then when I went to the preview page, now I have not taken out, you're gonna see two, because I have not taken out the original share video yet.
Sure.
So now this should be the embed one.
In this video, I'll teach.
And the top of that,
Oh, wow, interesting.
when you get to the end, all right, let's see, you get to the end. They still show YouTube.
Oh, wow, mine did as well. Mine did as well. Okay. One of two things has happened here for Nita. Either A, YouTube has updated their embed so that it now shows these videos, and I was just unaware of that. Or two, we need to play with the embed code to remove that functionality
Okay.
or add something to the embed code to remove that functionality. ChatGPT will probably be all the answers that you need on this one. You could give it the embed code and say, excuse me, simply say, why is YouTube showing other videos and how do I stop that? And it'll probably rewrite the code for you to stop that. Also, there might have just been an update that I wasn't aware of. So I'd love for you to get in the ClickFunnels official group here and ask why other videos are playing after you embed. And whatever the solutions are, they'll come rolling in for you there.
Okay. All right. So I'll work on that.
Cool. Sounds great.
Thank you.
You got it. All right, gang. Well, great day. Great day. Great start to the week. Just like last week, for this week, I'd love to challenge you guys. I had some really great feedback. I'll keep it private because I don't want to put anybody on blast, but I had some great feedback from somebody about how they hadn't been really intentional over the past couple of years. And they took that lesson in intentionality and they planned out one thing they wanted to accomplish this last week. And they almost made it through the whole week without doing it, and they locked in on their Friday and they did get it done. And it was like life-changing for them. So I just want to urge you guys again, if you started this week without something you want to accomplish, a goal you are trying to accomplish, some sort of summit you're trying to top, if we don't have that, it is a good use of your time. Take an hour today, take 2 hours, take the rest of the day if it takes you that long to come up with your goal. I promise it'll be the best time you spend this Monday. The rest of the week is only doing things that help us get to accomplishing that goal. Anything else is minutia, anything else is nonsense, and it doesn't have any part in our lives. So I'd really love to encourage you to do that. Tomorrow we can check in and see what everybody's goals are. I think that'll be fantastic. But it's great to be with you guys. Great to get the week started off on a positive note. Just super proud of you two. Great work from everybody. Really, truly is. Great, great work. I'll let you all go for now. Have an amazing rest of your day. Tomorrow is Trade Day. We're going to be starting from 11 to 12, open coaching. Ask anything you would like. From 12 to 1, Trey's going to be with us, knocking big things out of big parks. Looking forward to seeing you guys then. Have an amazing rest of your day. Catch you soon.